As a club, Benfica are cursed. And I don't say that to be funny, like, haha, Benfica are cursed. No, they actually have a legitimate curse on them. In the 1960s, former manager Bela Gutmann was sacked after asking for a pay rise. And after Benfica rejected and sacked Gutmann, he put a curse on them that they would not conquer Europe for 100 years. And well, 60 years and 8 defeats in European finals later, Benfica still have not broken the curse. Luckily for them, Mr. Rebuild knows some anti-witchcraft tricks, which is why we're heading to Portugal today to break the curse and rebuild Benfica. So this is the default starting 11 that FIFA 23 has given us here at Benfica. Of course, they went on a very good run in the Champions League this season, eliminated by Inter Milan in the quarterfinals. Can we get the missing pieces, though, that takes them over the edge? There are so many quality talents around European football right now that came through Benfica. I want to bring a few of them back throughout this series, which is why I'm starting off trying to sign Renato Sanchez here from PSG. He really made his name at Benfica. Can we get him back here on our quest towards European glory? Come on, PSG. Give it to us, Pochettino. It is good. No, you are not getting Ramos. Come on, mate. 26 million pounds. There we go. Accepted from PSG. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our first signing in charge of Benfica is to bring Renato Sanchez back to the club. Really hopeful we can have him live up to his potential and win European silverware here at the club where it all began. Also, fellas, I'm going to begin the process to have Florentino converted to a center back. I want him to join our backline for the future. But the first man we're saying goodbye to is going to be Chiquinho, who is headed here to Freiburg. Saying goodbye to another talent as well, Gilberto headed to Stade Rennais. And there is so much quality young talent in this Benfica side. Diego Moreira falls under that category. I want to see them get up to their potential and turn into quality talents. I saw no point keeping somebody worth 20 million pounds sitting on our bench. That money's better in our back pocket that we can put to reinvesting into the squad, which is why we're saying goodbye to Lucas Verissimo, who's off to Lazio. Yes, lads, you love to see it. It is one of Argentina's World Cup winners. It is McAllister. He's been rumored to join massive clubs all around Europe, and he has joined us at Benfica from Brighton. Let the loans continue. Morata off to Hoffenheim for the season. Kasper Tengstedt is off to Crystal Palace. And the wonder kid himself, Andreas Schelderup, is off to Aston Villa. Don't get me wrong, this guy's a quality player to have on the roster, but moving forward, he really doesn't fit my plans, which is why we sold Frederick Arnes to Bilbao. This is a loan I really wanted to get over the line. Antonio Silva off to Espanyol for the next 2 seasons. Look, we've got so many players out on loan that we literally have no reserves anymore. And not only is that bad for what's happening this season, it's also stopping me from making other moves I want with this squad. So I'm going to sacrifice a little bit of cash here. Ferro doesn't need the loan timeout. I will probably sell him next year, so we'll spend £72,000 to bring him back. And I'm also going to bring this midfielder here, Mate, back to the club to sit on the bench, 28 years of age, £115,000. That's cool with me. And there we go, lads. That is the deal I wanted to get over the line. It is Gonzalo Ramos heading to Lens on loan for the next year. Some of you might think that was a silly move to make, but we've got Gonzalo Guedes here, who's 3 overall higher, so we may as well start him up top this year. But there we go, lads. That is our opening window with Benfica in the books. Done some quality business here, but still a lot to do if we want to become European champions. And I mean, our group in the Champions League, it is crazy that they even got out of this group, Benfica. PSG, Juventus, Emmen. This is a cool... Was this the group in real life? Am I tweaking? Who didn't make it out? Was it Juventus? Regardless, we're going to get out of this group if we want to get ourselves back to the Champions League knockout rounds like they did in real life. Oh, you love to see it. Get in there, lads. We are headed to the Champions League knockout rounds. I did not expect that. But we are through ahead of Juve. And in the round of 16, we have the Kings of the Europa League as we take on Sevilla. Things are going really well, though, in the Portuguese league, going well domestically. I want to be winning Liga Portugal every single year. But of course, Wolves, you are officially an enemy of Benfica. How? They've just recalled Guedes. I've been playing him every single game and they're still not happy. So, I'm sorry, RC Lens. I think Benfica is about to become an enemy of RC Lens, but I'm going to recall Gonzalo Ramos back to the squad. Makes me almost wish that I just kept him for the first half of the season. I want to make some massive moves here in the January window. There's another Portuguese player wearing the number 7 jersey for Manchester United, but this time it is João Mario instead of of Cristiano Ronaldo. We get £24.3 million for his departure. And we get our man. This is a massive signing because we're going to sign Rafinha from Barcelona. He has spent over half his career playing in the Portuguese league at Vitória and Sporting, but it is now time for him to come back and join us here at Benfica, as we have paid £46.8 million for his services. Finally though, lads, we are able to convert Florentino to a centre-back. Does he go up from 80? He does not, but I mean, he's gone up from 78 to 80 for the season as it is, so I can live with that. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, a massive opportunity to get ourselves back to the Champions League quarterfinals like in real life. We've got Sevilla here. We're at home in Portugal, in Benfica for the first game, and the scoreline is going to be 2-0 to our favour. It is our summer signing, McAllister, picking up a brace. You love to see it. Let's go. Do not bottle it. Do not do a Manchester United. 2-0 up against Sevilla. Let's hold on and let's get ourselves to the Champions League quarterfinals. Just like real life, that is exactly what we're going to do. McAllister could have made 3 goals across both games, but Gonzalo Ramos secures our passage to the quarters. I think if I could break the curse in one season, then that would officially mark my legacy as the world's greatest manager. Move over Sir Alex Ferguson. Move over Pep. Move over Ancelotti. It is Mr. Rebuilds well. Mate, this draw is doing us favors. Where, like, it's still going to be a challenge to take on Marseille, but this is the best case scenario. Champions League quarterfinals, we're versing Marseille. Heading into France here for the first leg, the Stade Velodrome. The Marseille Ultras will be breathing down our necks. Can we get the job done here in the first leg and set ourselves up? We do. We take the lead. Rafinha in the 77th minute, but this second leg is still anyone's. Come on, lads. Let's do it. I'm not going to lie. I've done a terrible job of managing my stamina, and if we lose tonight, that is going to be all my fault. Let's not make me look like an idiot. Second leg, we win in extra time. Oh my God, we have won that in extra time. Rafinha and then Ramos with a brace. Despite how tired our squad was, Ramos gets us through to the Champions League semi-finals in extra time. This is actually crazy. We're in the Champions League semi-finals in our first season. In real life, Benfica went out to a side from Milan. However, it was the blue side of Milan in Inter. Today, AC Milan stand between us and a shock Champions League final in season 1. No, I'd actually be buzzing if we were able to get ourselves through to a Champions League final. This is our toughest task to date. AC Milan versus Benfica. The first leg is a win for us. Oh my God. Gonzalo Ramos and Nicolas Otamendi. We hold the advantage heading into the second leg. Surely we're not headed to a Champions League final here in season 1. Come on, lads. We are the home team. We hold the advantage against AC Milan. This is to face either Barcelona or PSG in a Champions League final. Oh! Oh my God, are you kidding me? Alvaro Morata has eliminated us in the 86th minute. Oh no, that one hurts. That one hurts. Oh, the fairy tale is over here in season 1. Despite the heartbreak of the Champions League, our first year domestically was brilliant. But, oh my God, look at Porto. Porto had just 1 loss all year. 12 draws. Nah, that is going to haunt them. We finished 6 points clear of Sporting. We win the league, and we're going to be playing Champions League footy again next year. Unfortunately, though, we lost in the final of Taça Portuguesa to Porto. PSG did go on to take down AC Milan and win the Champions League. Roma won the Europa League, and Nice have won the Conference League. What a season 1, though, here for Rafa. 28 goals. It's a shame that he's getting on a little bit, because if he was a few years younger, Diamond player potential might have gone absolutely berserk for him. We know how to do it in the Champions League, though, lads. Bring on season 2 and bring on the Champions League. We're in a really weird position with our defense. Obviously, Florentino starting centre-back, that's a given, but Otamendi is rapidly decreasing, and I don't think that João Victor, Morato, or Silva are ready to take the starting spot yet, which is why we're going to make the call to sign 82 rated Jurrien Timber here from Bayern Munich, the Dutch centre-half joining us. Oh my God, his value has skyrocketed. We were getting a good deal to begin with. His value was like 38 million. We pay 41.3, and and now his value goes to 49.5. FIFA, EA, the gods, they know that Mr. Rebuild's in charge, so his career is going to only go up. The loan moves are going to continue here, though, in Season 2. We're going to send João Neves. I wonder if I assume he's probably related to Ruben Neves. Another year, another loan move. Well, this time it's a 2-year loan move for Casper Tengstedt. I don't think anybody's really shocked by this. I literally said I wanted to sell him when I brought him back from loan, but it is going to be Ferro headed to Sampdoria on a permanent transfer. A very chunky fee added to our transfer budget here, £25 million as we sell Weigl here to Sevilla. Sheldrup off to Newcastle for the season, and we're going to be saying goodbye to Mate, who is headed to Crystal Palace. I'm trying to stack the paper so that we can make a massive signing in one key area. Not really too bothered about this one. Vukotic off to Tigre for 1.75 million. We're rich, baby. Pack your bags, quit your job, we're rich. Another striker departing the club. It's going to be Haris Seferovic headed to Ajax. And Morato is off to Atalanta for a 2-year loan spell. Maybe he'll be starting 11 quality by the time he gets back. But there is still one move I'm trying to do this window, the big one. I want to cash in on Rafa whilst he is worth the most he's ever going to be worth. Because if we can sell him for like 40, 50 million, we're going to have a ridiculous amount of money to spend on a replacement. We've had Ajax come in for him. They've offered 49, which is still a very healthy price, but I want to get up into the 50s. Can we squeeze an extra 6 million or 7 million pounds out of the Dutch side? No, we won't. I don't want no release clause. I don't want no sell-on clause, I should say. 54.7. They accepted. Come on, lads. Let's get the money. Let's cash in. There it is, lads. The big transfer of this window. He was a stud for us last season, but we've got to be thinking about the big term picture here. Got to cash in whilst he's a hot prospect, and I'm glad that Ajax have paid the price. That's now made us very rich. I'm not going to lie, lads. The names I had on my list before were Zaniolo and Kamada, but I did not expect to have this much money, which is why I have decided it's time for Star Boy to come home. It is João Felix, a prospect, a former wonder kid at Benfica, returning to his parent club, and it's time to win glory with us. We pay £102 million to bring him across from Atletico. Also, I'm not going to lie, whoever updated his profile picture there to be that with the Celtic, the Chelsea picture, has done him dirty. That is a terrible photo. Oh, this team is sexy. This team is good, lads. Oh, yeah, I'm a fan of this team. Look at what we are doing. We could, we could be a serious threat again in the Champions League this year. Oh, this team is sexy. Tell you what else I find sexy, lads, when you subscribe to the channel. Scorpion kick that subscribe button down below as we are on the push, the final push towards 500,000 subscribers. We just cannot escape PSG, can we? We've got PSG in our group this year, but fortunately, no Juventus this time. This is genuinely a group I think we should be comfortably making it out of. I would like to finish top of the group, but I know that's not always the easiest task when you have literally the reigning champions in your group. Get in there, lads. Back to the Champions League round of 16. We actually tied with PSG. They only go ahead of us, I guess, because of head-to-head, because we have a better goal difference than them, so that is peculiar. Anyways, I hope it doesn't stuff us up in the round of 16 because we are facing Borussia Dortmund. Meanwhile, PSG play Liverpool, so I think we've come out of that one better. But we've got a really tough challenge against Borussia Dortmund. We are doing a Porto. Porto last year got all the draws and only had one loss. This year, I mean, they've learned from their mistake because they have 0 draws, but we have 0 losses. We're coming second. I want to go back to back. We need to win League of Portugal every single year. Let's just convert those draws into wins and have an invincible season, please. All right, here we go, lads. Big moment. We are in the knockout rounds. We've been here. We've done it. We are trying to duplicate and go past the Cinderella run we had last year. It all begins here, though, at home against Dortmund. First leg in our own backyard is going to be a late winner here. Musa and Rafinha getting us the advantage heading into the second leg. All right, second leg here at the Signal Iduna Park in front of the yellow wall. Musa is in for Ramos, who is suspended. The Signal Iduna Park, knock on wood, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm probably going there in a couple weeks' time. Keep your eyes out. Follow me on social media, keep up to date with that. But it's an intimidating place to play. But without our star striker, will we be able to hold on to this lead? Yes, we do! Musa and Rafinha in extra time. Wow, how we lost in normal time. Rafinha gets us to extra time, and then Musa is going to get us to the quarterfinals. That is a huge effort from the lads. Quarterfinals time, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to be facing last year's Europa League winners, Roma. It is Roma versus Benfica. This is a massive game. Trying to get ourselves back to our second successive Champions League semi-final. Taking on Roma. This is a huge test. They got Mats Hummels at the back there, and we're going to get another 2-1 win. Musa. I need to stand and applaud this guy. He has been scoring for fun in the Champions League. Second leg, travel into Rome. We've got the lead, but yeah, I'm still a little nervous about this. I am still a little nervous. We have the lead, but it is not safe. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. McAllister's gonna get us through. He picks up a brace. McAllister picks up a brace, and we're back to the Champions League semi-finals for the second straight season. It's really humbling once you get to the semi-finals, because we've had okay runs both years, but the semi-finals is where things start to feel real. We've got Bayern Munich here. This is such a tough challenge. Bayern Munich stands between us and another semi-final exit. Full strength starting 11 here for the first leg. We've done a really good job at getting ourselves a strong first leg advantage. Can we continue that? We're at home. Just get a win, lads. Get a win or even a draw. The first leg, that's not what we were after. That is so annoying. We're gonna have to pull off an absolute masterclass in the second leg in Munich if we want to continue this run. Comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. We're packing our bags, heading to Munich with a 2-goal deficit to overturn. I'm just gonna get right into it. Simulating the second leg, and we are gonna lose again. Bayern Munich 5-2 on aggregate. We just can't get out of the semi-finals. No, we've done a Porto. We have just one loss all season, but 7 draws means we have finished second here in Liga Portugal, which I believe means that we have qualified for the Europa League. Maybe it's Champions League qualifiers. I hope it's Champions League qualifiers, but that is ridiculous. At least we right the wrongs of last year, and we have won the Portuguese Cup here, taking down Porto 2-0 in the final. PSG have made it 2 Champions Leagues in a row. They take down Bayern on penalties. Atletico Madrid win a star-studded Europa League final, and it is going to be Tottenham winning the Conference League. Tottenham win silverware. Big seasons across the board here. 28 goals for Gonzalo Ramos, 21 for João Felix, 19 Rafinha, 17 McAllister, even Musa off the bench super subbed himself 11 goals. But we are going to be saying goodbye to Nicolas Otamendi, who is retiring from football. He had a really good season, I'm not going to lie. Like, he was scoring goals, but Otamendi, thank you and goodbye. Little loan action here to kick off the season. Enrique Araujo off to Sevilla. But a big shake-up to the right-hand side of our squad is what I'm after this season. Alexander Barr, the Danish defender, headed to Napoli here. We managed to get £51.5 million. And we're going to be saying goodbye to our right midfielder here. It is Neres. He's off to PSG. 45.2 for him. So they got good money right now. Let's go spend it wisely. Big signing to kick things off, though, at the right back position. It is Diogo Dalot, who is going to join us here from Manchester United. Another Portuguese player. He's an upgrade on Barr, and he's a year younger. That is 3 positive affirmations for me. And for the right midfield position, I want somebody that is ready for the here and now, which is why, as you can see, we are shaking hands and signing contracts with Kingsley Coman. He's 86 rated, he's 28 years of age, and he knows how to go deep in a Champions League competition. Kingsley Coman, welcome to Benfica. Wolves are going to continue their tradition of bringing in Portuguese players, though, as they are loaned Moreira for the year. Our centre midfield backup options are absolutely dreadful, so I have decided to sign Quinton Timber here. I thought, hey, if we're going to get a backup, let's get somebody that's young and can grow, but also let's reunite Urian with Quinton. So welcome the second Timber to Benfica. So this is what our team looks like here heading into this season. A few players need a little bit more growth, but our starting 11 is starting to develop into something absolutely incredible. And I'm really happy to report that second in the Portuguese league means automatic qualification to the Champions League. I thought it might have been play-ins, but we've got Inter Milan, Borussia Mönchengladbach, and Malmo in our group. So that is going to be a tough group, but I think we're at the point now where we need to aim for a top placed finish in our Champions League groups. This is what we want. Yes, lads, undefeated in the Champions League group stages. We're scoring goals for fun, and we're keeping them out as well. And I've got to say, confidence sky high. I can't wait. We're on track for another semi-final exit. But we're going to have a big test here to kick things off. João Felix against his former side. We got Atletico Madrid. So far, so good in the Portuguese league as well, lads. Currently top of the table, 4 points clear of Porto and Braga. And we're probably going to end up winning the league. We have desperately needed a good backup goalkeeper here. And despite having the #1 jersey in this graphic, Geronimo Rulli is going to be our backup goalkeeper here. 82 rated, 13 million pounds from Ajax. That is great business if you ask me. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Champions League round of 16 time. Don't mind me standing up. I'm an 85-year-old man who's having hip pain, so allow it. I got to stand up and stretch. But come on, lad. First leg in Madrid. Get the win. Ooh, it's Ramos getting us an equalizer right at the death. All right, here we go, fellas. I'm sat back down. Second leg is at home. It's a 1-1 scoreline. If away goals still counted in Champions League football, then I'd be feeling a little bit more confident. But can we get the job done? Come on, lads. Get ourselves back to the quarterfinals. Oh, we win it on penalties. We win it on penalties. It's actually a great thing that away goals don't count because we would have been out on away goals rule. But Sanchez equalizes in the 82nd minute and we go through on a penalty shootout. Get in there. Rebook the hotel, lads. We're headed back to Madrid. We've taken down Atletico, but now we have to try taking down Real Madrid. Huge blow for this first leg away at the Santiago Bernabeu as we have Dalot suspended. So what I've done, I've put Timber to right back, Urian Timber to right back, and young Antonio Silva is coming in at center back. Hopefully we can stop Kareem the Dream Benzema, but let's see what we do. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Get the result. Oh, it's Rodrigo in the 86th minute, and we are at a massive risk now of being eliminated in the quarterfinals. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Second leg. Our backs are firmly against the wall in this one. Real Madrid trying to defend a 2-1 lead. We're just trying to overturn it. If we can bang a goal here, keep a clean sheet and force this one to extra time, I'll be a very happy man. We do it in normal time. Let's go. Rafinha. We can. Wow, that is courage. That is absolute balls shown by us. Rodrigo made it 3-1 and we still came back here. Rafinha, Dalot and Musa all getting goals and we are back to the Champions League semi-finals for the third successive season. This is where we have fallen apart every season. We've made 3 semi-finals in a row. Can we make it third time lucky? Chelsea in the semis. Let's get this done. Huge blow for the first leg though as Rafinha is suspended. The man that got us one of the winners there is suspended. Fernandez, former Benfica man, starting lineup here for Chelsea. João Felix, former Chelsea man in our starting 11. But come on, fellas. First leg. What's it going to be? Make it more comfortable than last. It is a 1-1 scoreline. That's a better position than what we had, but it's still not ideal. I won't feel comfortable even if we have a 4-0 lead, to be fair. All right, lads. Here we go. Grabbing our passports, heading to Stamford Bridge. We've had a massive hoodoo on our backs in this whole video. We haven't been able to get past this point yet. Let's make it third time lucky. I've been doing rebuilds for like, what, a couple years now. I still get nervous in semi-finals. Let's get those nerves and make them good use. Scoreline 3-2. Get in there. We've overcome the hurdle of Champions League semi-finals and we have a chance to break the 60-year European curse at Benfica. Ramos getting a brace. Rafinha, we come from behind and eliminate Chelsea. Champions League final bound. Get in there. Here we go, lads. Champions League final. We have another English side. We've gone from 2 Spanish teams to now back-to-back English teams as we face Liverpool in the Champions League final. Taking a look around the grounds at the other competitions, Dortmund have won the Europa League. Man United win the Conference League. It's happened again. It has happened again. We finished second in Liga Portugal. Luckily, it means Champions League footy again next year, but I wanted to have 3 league titles in a row, not 1. What is that cup final? The past 2 seasons has been us versus Porto. This year, it's Maritimo versus Santa Clara, and if I'm right, if I can remember from the Imperialism series, both of these teams are island teams. Huge season here, though, for Gonzalo Ramos. 24 goals. Rafinha, 19 goals, but 16 assists. Nah, I'm actually gassed and so excited to use this team in game. Let's get ourselves a Champions League title here with Benfica and officially break the European curse. Mr. Rebuild versus Jurgen Klopp. Who's going to claim the title of Europe's best manager? Nice, we've got numbers here. Plays smart, Jarrad. That's a good ball. McAllister back. João Felix shoots and scores that one. That is an early goal there. Liverpool can committing too many men. And when it gets to that position, we're so clinical like that. I want to have a look at this finish though, because I want to see if the goalkeeper, like the angle is tough to tell on this one. So we took the shot. Oh, you could make a case that Allison should save that, but we have smashed that into the roof of the net. Rafinha driving in. Rafinha, that's so calm. And that's going to be 2-0. João Felix has a brace, and we are on fire in this Champions League final. Like, look at that. We're just picking them apart so easily. We go to the back post. This Liverpool team genuinely sucks. It is boys against men out there right now, and we're the ones that are 3-0 up. This is a demolition job. Oh, big tackle there from Timber. Good ball, Rafinha. Make the run under Felix. That's brilliant. Come on, just drive through. João Felix. João Felix makes it 4-0. He's going to get a hat-trick in the Champions League final. We have put the sword to Liverpool. Oh no. Salah, what a goal there from Mo Salah. Gets them a goal back. He's not keen to get the game restarted though. I thought he was about to do a sue right there. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The full-time whistle has been blown. And Benfica fans, celebrate as you deserve to, because the European curse has officially been broken after what, 64 years at this point? We have broken the European curse. It's going to be Florentino wearing the captain's armband, who is going to lift the European Cup here and officially claim Benfica as champions of Europe. But lads, the curse is broken, and if you enjoyed seeing it happen, make sure you click here to subscribe and click here to watch another video.